Hi guys, and welcome to the Sunderland vs QPR match review, and deflated isn't even the word. Now, there are many positives to take from this game, but when you concede a couple of goals in the final 5 minutes, one of them being from their keeper to make it the equaliser, you know, you can't help but feel deflated, pissed off, annoyed, generally as well, you know, because we dominated for such large parts. We looked like we was playing sailing, we were in cruise control for large parts of that game. And then for it to just go downhill in the last 5 minutes were just utterly typical Sunderland. But yeah, anyway, before we do get into it, I just want to quickly apologise. I did say I might have been able to do a live stream for the game, and then I couldn't find an actual stream for the game. So then I thought, well, I can't live stream to you because I can't watch the game. Then literally the last second, literally at 2:59 p.m. yesterday, I managed to find a stream that worked. It would have been too late to set up a stream for YouTube, so I apologise for that. I also did a match review straight after the game, and then when I went to edit it, the audio had completely corrupted, but then I had to go out for the evening, so I had no time to redo it. So here we are again, after an incredibly stressful day yesterday. Nothing just seemed to go our way with Sunderland and with technical difficulties as well, but getting into it, guys, you know, it's hard to be positive when you concede and then you throw away a game in the manner in which we did yesterday. But the positives I'm taking out, yes, they did have a couple of missing players, but at the same time, they were still absolutely a championship quality side. They've been there for a good while now. And what we're seeing is when we have a fully fit squad, a fully fit team, we are competitive in this league. We have the ability to do it, and we should have easily run away with 3 points yesterday. It could have been 3 or 4, you know, come the end of the first half. We had plenty of chances, you know. So getting into the game, we did have Patterson in goal. We had Sirkin, Bollard, Bart, and Gooch. Then we had Evans and Dhannoo, Pritchard and Clark going forward. And of course, up top we have Stewart and Sims. So getting into the game, I think after 5-6 minutes, Bollard gets injured, and I'm thinking, oh shit, this is terrible. And it looks like it could be a long-term injury as well. I think it was Adoma who clipped his heel, and he looked very uncomfortable after the game. And when you look at it, the way he's kind of clipped the heel, you can see the way he sort of jolts. He's absolutely hurt himself there. So it looks like this could be a lengthy one and a nasty one for Bollard, which is such a shame because I've been absolutely screaming his praises. He looks so good, and it's just our luck, isn't it, that, you know, we've got this lad now who looks the absolute ideal fit for our championship sort of return, and he gets injured immediately, which is such a shame. But what was strange is Bailey Wright and Alessi were warming up on the sideline to obviously replace Bollard, and then Alex Neil decides to go with Luke O'Nien, which I didn't expect at all. But in all fairness, I think O'Nien was largely fantastic throughout the game. I don't care what anyone says. I think he was fantastic. He did brilliantly alongside Danny Bart in the middle of that defence. But then, you know, getting into the game itself, I feel like we were very good. Our press was good. They looked like they had nothing going forward. They were just pumping balls forward, crosses here and there. I think their main and only chance, really, particularly in the first half, was I think Adoma had a completely free header at the back post, which he spurned. He made an absolute mess of it. But other than that, we were dealing with everything really well. We're getting loads of interceptions. The intensity was there. The press was there, as I say. And we finally broke the deadlock, and it was Ross Stewart. It fell to Dhannoo after some really good build-up play on the edge of the box. He tried to put it in the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper makes a good save. Powers it straight into the path of Roscoe, who puts it into the roof of the net to make it 1-0. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm thinking to myself, please don't just sit back, lads. And we didn't. We kept on going, and we made it 2. And it's his partner, Sims, another amazing positive to take. You know, even if things aren't going well at the other end of the pitch, at some point during the season, because we are Sunderland, we are going to make a mess of things at the back at some point. It's going to happen. We did it in the last 5 minutes of the game yesterday. But if we aren't on form at the back, at least we have the threat of Stewart and Sims up top, because they're just both beasts. They're just physical bullies, running the channels, holding the play up for each other. And there was a good few times where, you know, the ball would be pinged in, Stewart would be heading it down to Sims and vice versa. And it looks so promising. I am so excited about that partnership going forward. But Sims did get his goal to make it 2-0. Pritchard driving forward. I think the defender actually slides in and gets a bit of a nick on the ball, but the ball just goes into the path of Sims, takes one touch and then manages to prod it round the keeper to make it 2-0. We still just kept going. We're still making little half chances here and there, chances from distance. We should have probably gone 3-0 up come half time, and we didn't take our chances. Now, second half, they changed it up. I think they brought Tyler Robertson. So they have 2 up top now. They looked a lot more threatening, a lot more direct going forwards, getting at us. And they did for the opening sort of 10-15 minutes. We did kind of sit back a bit, but that's going to happen in this league. When we're going to have to accept that we're going to be under pressure, and we were, and they looked really dangerous at times, QPR, without really testing Passo properly. It was more sort of, sort of distant efforts, hopeful efforts and what have you. Then the end with Sims come off, we brought on Patrick Roberts. He had a good chance himself. He looked quite sharp, shifting from right to left as he always does. And he's just tried to just sort of place into the top left-hand corner, and it's gone just wide. There's other chances as well with balls flying in, hopeful efforts as well. We should have been out of sight, guys. We should have been out of sight, and that's why we should be taking it as a positive. It's just because the manner in which we drew was just so unbelievably gut-wrenching, like it says in the thumbnail. It's hard to accept that there was positives there, because for 85 minutes that game generally, it was ours to take. It's just, and I've seen some people sort of blame Alex Neil for his subs, because he brought defenders on, he brought Bailey Wright on, and people think it's a bit too defensive. We're asking for it, but with 5 minutes to go, we're 2-0 up. Chucking more defenders on, or just more bodies in the middle, because Sims come off like a save for Patrick Roberts, so we would have gone to more of a sort of a 5 in the middle, and so it would have just been more compact, hard for them to get through, you would think. And of course, we weren't particularly hard to get through because they scored 2. But the thing is, for me, they had a free kick. It was an excellent free kick by Chair, absolutely fantastic free kick. But he shouldn't have been on the pitch. Leading up to that free kick, he put his hand around Gooch's neck. He literally throttled Lyndon Gooch. The referee is less than half a yard away, looks right at it and thinks, nah, nothing. When really, he shouldn't have been on the frigging pitch in the first place. That's my one qualm. But yes, the free kick was excellent. And then, of course, the goalkeeper scores. The frigging, fair play to him. It was a good header from the lad. But, my God, 2 set pieces they're just throwing away the game. The game management, I think it was from the lads. They should have just had the brains to just sort that out and see it out. And we didn't. We've absolutely bottled it and thrown it away, which is so annoying. But like I say, we need to take positives from it. I'd rather we're still unbeaten. Granted, with a win, we would have been top of the league, which would have been absolutely lovely to see. Which, I know it's only very early season, but still, it's nice to, get yourself up there as soon as you can. But, 3 games in the league, 0 defeats, 2 draws and a win. And we're looking dangerous. You are looking good. You cancel out little errors like that. That's a fluke with the whole keeper thing. I hope I'm not made to regret that, and that gets clipped and we concede another from a goalkeeper at some point in the season. But even so, you wouldn't expect that to happen week in, week out, would you? So yeah, there is positive to take, guys. We controlled the game largely. We looked very, very good. Some fantastic football being played. And it just went down the shitter in the last 5 minutes. End of story, that's it. It's very, very frustrating, but that's just the way football is sometimes. Very, very annoying. And I'm probably glad that my review did actually mess up yesterday, because there was a lot more shouting and swearing, and now I'm a little bit more sort of, not settled, because I'm not happy with it as such, but I'm calm. I'm calmer, but yeah, so that's my sort of thoughts. It's a difficult one. As you can tell by my mood, generally it's like my brain can't decide whether to be absolutely fucking furious or be content with the performance that I saw, because like I say, 85 minutes was a good performance. But that'll be it, guys. But my man of the match, it's a difficult. I think I might even give it to 09, purely because I think if we won that game, I would have been happier to give it to 09. I think a lot of people have agreed with me, but because we did concede a couple in the last 5 minutes, it might seem weird to put a defender as man of the match. But because he had to come on in those circumstances, he was very good. He was largely very, very good. Plenty of interceptions. Positionally, he was excellent. I think we need to come to terms with the fact. I think I've seen it on Twitter as well. We need to come to terms with the fact that he is a defender. I know he's sorry, his actual position is a central midfielder. But every time we put him at the back, we started off the other couple of seasons ago, he started playing right back, where he could do a job. Then he went to centre back the season before, and he was excellent. He was outstanding. So, yeah, I think we just need to come to terms that he's a defender. Whether 09 is going to start alongside Danny Bott in the next game remains to be seen. But, yeah, I'll give my man of the match to Luke 09 to come up with the performance he did for the most part. In those circumstances, it wasn't easy. People would have been very annoyed that Bollard's injured and everything. Luke 09 gets a bit of stick at the best of times, so I'm going to give it him this time. So Luke 09 could be my man of the match. I could have easily given it to that Pritch or Sims or Stewart because he scored, but I know that must have been difficult for him to go into that situation and play as well as he did. But either way, guys, let me know in the comments down below. It is a point gained. Let's look at it as a point gained somehow if you can. Very annoying, I know, but there we go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if you've enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, take care, and stay jammy.